Hello and good morning to whoever's there so far right now.
Morning.
Hello. Good morning. It is a good morning, isn't it? At least it is for me. Good morning. Hi, Renee. How are you? I can't hear you. You're muted, but I'm seeing your mouth move.
Oh, it is. My mouth is always moving. I'm doing great. And we have advertised the hell out of you because you are awesome. So you should have a lot of people from at least Santa Cruz that's going to be here.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, you can advertise the heck out of me to anybody on anything. In fact, I do like long walks on the beach. And,
Okay. And I like pina coladas.
yeah, I
What is
like
that?
pina
Pina
coladas.
coladas.
And I don't know the rest of the words to
I
that
don't
song.
either.
I just know going to the piano bar in Austin and we all sing it out really loud, right?
Oh, I'm sure you sing a lot of things out loud at the piano bar in Austin.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think when I first became a team leader, like it's like 20 years ago, I remember I was younger, 20 years younger. Now I'm 20 years mature. We would get drunk as there is no tomorrow. And the company only had like what, 12,000 agents at the total company. That was it. Total
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
And so we all saw each other. So like the whole company was at the piano bar. Like the whole event was at the piano bar.
Exactly. Exactly.
I probably did some embarrassing stuff back then. Now, no. I mean, I'm like, I bring my.
Now you're a father.
No,
You're a responsible adult. Where is the hell is everybody?
I don't know. I bring my agent to on a cruise last year or the year before all this started, and got everybody free drink packages and stuff. And I like would drink 1 or 2 drinks a day, and I was asleep at 10. Yep, that's how amazing I am. So today's class is an interesting class. Today's going to be about scripts and dialogues, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as I'm looking over this info, it's about scripts and dialogues, and it's 1 hour. It's 9 to 10, correct? Am I making sure I'm reading it right?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
And that's great. My mornings are always pretty crazy because I have 3 kids and homeschool, and some are in school, some are homeschool, some are preschool that just need love and hugs. And so we
So you're at home. You're working from home. Your studio's at home.
yeah, this is my home. I just want to clean up really quick. I realized I got so much stuff on the floor. Those are Legos behind me, in case you didn't understand. That's Legos back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a collection that rivals yours.
Oh, wait, this is the overflow. This is the overflow. The room out there has the Legos. This is a secondary one, but it's okay. I love my kids. If they want to play with Legos, play with Legos. But when right before COVID hit, I had an extra room in my house, and so I had California closets, build it out, and so there's full on, a desk here, a desk back there, shelves. There's 2 actual computers. There's a PC version here and an Apple version here, and 3 screens. And then COVID hit, and it was like, oh my gosh, I have my spot. So
Yeah.
I do work from home, and the reason why I don't work from the office right now is COVID limits each office to 2 people per office. So we have like 10 people on the team. So if I show up, I'm removing a place that an agent could work. So we have workstations there. So if I show up, it's like, then it's too many people in one space. And so I just pretend I'm Charlie's Angel, I suppose.
Oh, and you come in over the intercom.
I know.
Angels. This
Yeah,
is
we have.
your assignment, should you choose to take it.
I know, because we have a 10 o'clock call every day. So every day the whole team has to get onto a Zoom call. You got to put your face on, and half of them are in sweatshirts and stuff. But it's like, so then I talk and I try to get my best radio voice in those calls. Well, am I leading it, Renee, or are you? I know that you're the coach extraordinaire of the awesomeness. I'm not sure. Are you going to introduce, or am I? Or are you just hanging out because you're hanging
I'm just
out?
hanging out to to keep so that I know what you're saying, so that if someone asks me a question, I don't look any sillier than I do anyway.
But wait, I want to know what you're saying. So if they ask me a question, I don't look silly.
Well, I will tell you, when you talk about scripts and that, I will tell you that there's some of the people on the call right now that we have an 8:30 every morning script practice.
Yeah.
So, and there's people that are on so they will be listening intently about what you have to say.
Well, I think that we're going to do a fantastic job. So good morning, everybody. I'm going to get ourselves going. It's 9:03. We are 3 minutes behind schedule, but Renee and I, the coach extraordinaire, and I were chatting and reviewing some stuff together. So today I wanted to say hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Ignite, which is Skills to Spark a Great Career. It's one of our Keller Williams University courses. What's kind of interesting is that the progression of teaching at Keller Williams continues to get better. The original type of training we had was something called, I think it was Success Series or something like that. I'm not sure. It was like 20 years ago, and we thought it was amazing. And then it moved to Camp 443 for some of you who've been here forever, which is 4 listings in 3 months with 3 hours of lead generation or something. And then it went to lead generation 36-12-3 or something like that. I'm not sure. And then it went to Bold, and then it went to Ignite. And I was part of the focus group trying to figure out how to make all that work together. And we all were tasks, about 15 of us, on how to name this new course. And one of the newest people on the team thought of the name Ignite within like 1 minute. And after that, it just was over. It was stuck. It was the greatest thing. So it was kind of fun. I can't remember who that was, but I remember the feeling of when we all were excited that she or he came up with the name Ignite. But what I mean by this is now Ignite evolved again. And it evolved again because in real estate, the bag of tools that we use in order to create business changes all the time. And what I mean by it is what we used to do last year doesn't necessarily work this year. And what's working right now isn't going to work next year. So the training courses have to continue to adapt. So a lot of us will think, oh, I've already been to Bold. Forget that. I've already been to Ignite. I don't need to go. I don't want to coach. Who cares about that? Well, number one is Bold changed to today. Ignite has changed to today. And even I have a coach who I have to talk to every Thursday for a half hour. And that person holds me so accountable that I go, oh, shoot. But I use a different word. I go, oh, shoot. And I got to make sure I'm doing what I need to do because they're going to be expecting me to get things accomplished. And they're not doing it because, oh, I'm just going to hold, being jerk to you. No, they're doing it because they're trying to help you build your life and your career to take yourself to the next level. Now, again, real estate's going to be the same way. What bag of tools I use is going to change this year to next year. And what I use today is different from what I used last year. So in order for us to continue to grow in our real estate careers, we've got to consistently adapt and evolve and change because the marketplace is changing. Now, my name is Chris Alston. I'm a Keller Williams University instructor. I'm not a national instructor. I stopped doing that because I don't like to travel and be away from my family because I am rooted here in Silicon Valley. I run a large team out of the Silicon Valley location in Sacramento. I've been with Keller Williams about 18, 19 years. I also have a blog, or a podcast, Real Estate with Chris Alston. You can find it on iTunes and Spotify. So go and listen to it and like it and tell me it's amazing, even if it's not. But today we're going to be talking about Ignite and scripts. We're going to be talking about the language of real estate and how that language is going to help you achieve a higher level. Now, I see you guys. I see nobody's camera on. That's okay. I get it, but it's okay. I see 2 of you. I see Denise. I see Renee. Hello. Wonderful. Oh, hey, Amin. How's it going? Hi, Mardell. Hi. I feel like I'm romper room. Wait, maybe I'm aging myself. I see Mardell and I see Armin. So if anybody else would love to put their cameras on and put their baseball hat on backwards, I don't care. I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm not wearing a suit, but not like that weird guy on CNN that was like trying to prove to you the fact. I'm just saying that I'm enjoying myself from here. But anyways, if you do want to put your cameras on, that's okay. It's a safe group. We're just enjoying ourselves this morning. All right. So before I get myself started, does anybody have any thoughts that they wanted to project out from what they've been feeling from the last couple of days on Ignite? I'm gonna give you maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. If anybody has 1 or 2 thoughts that we can kind of catapult ourselves in today's lesson. Okay, everybody's quiet.
Well, I'd like to say that I'm just 3 weeks in as an agent. Anyway, I'd just like to say that the camaraderie that I've felt with all of the agents in the Santa Cruz office that I've worked with, it's been awesome. They've been so supportive, and I've grown in these last 3 weeks. I've grown so much
Isn't that great?
into real estate and how to work and how to speak. I'm still working on that. But I've gotten a lot of support and I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's great. A reason why you feel that support in the culture is something that, I was a previous team leader for 10 years. Years ago, it's been 7 years since I was a team leader, so I don't even remember what it's like. And no one remembers. I mean, some do. But the reason why is Keller Williams organically grows. And what I mean is I love where I work. So I introduce other people and then they love where they work, and everybody, it all grows from the same cultural pot. Other companies will acquire another company and that culture and try to blend that culture into their culture together. And when you try to blend cultures together, it ends up not working. It's like oil and vinegar. But with Keller Williams, we organically grow. So no transactions worth the reputation of a Keller Williams agent. We are caring and sharing, and we grow. Like we as agents like this, we may do, my team is about 120 million a year team roughly. And I'm here sharing anything that I can with you because I don't care. I will share everything. I have no secrets the way I do my business because there's enough business out there for all of us to share. And then we just want to make sure that if everyone's that way with you, that you're just that way with everybody else. And that's how we organically grow. So welcome aboard, by the way, Denise. And if there's anything I can do on this side of the hill, let me know.
Thank you.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about that. Now I'm going to share my screen. Now in sharing my screen, it sometimes doesn't format the way that I want it to. Okay. It looks like it's formatting right, but I don't want to open this up to a big screen because if I open up to a big screen, I don't get to see my screen correctly. So it's going to kind of run like this. I'm sorry that it's not going to be a full amount, but I need my workbook open on the other side, on the other screen.
Hey, Chris,
Okay.
I have a question. Are you letting people in, or is who's letting people in?
I don't, there is what it looks like to me. So
Who?
I don't have the ability. There's no one that's showing that they're in the waiting room at all. There's no waiting room.
Okay, because there's someone that's going to be getting in there. I just wanted to know who was. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. I will keep up the participant list up to see if anyone else is coming, but that's okay. It is us and we're ready to go. We're doing this. Okay. So in understanding that a successful business do every day, there are two different things that successful businesses do every day. One is we lead generate for buyers. We make seller presentations. We make buyer presentations. We preview real estate. That's how we grow our business. That's how we get business for tomorrow, not business for today, but business for tomorrow. I do something that's kind of interesting is we have something called our daily journals, and our daily journals look like this is our daily journal. And in it, I have, my checklisted items, which I need to do on a daily basis. So I write down who I've talked to, how many calls I've made, and then how many appointments I did for the week. Now that is trying to help me run my business. So every day I've got to work 8 to 9 hours a day. And what I do is I put a little piece of paper where my day starts at say 8, and then I take a pause at 8:30, and then it starts again at 9:30 and so forth. And I don't finish my day till I put in that 9 hours. So if I'm driving around, if I'm chilling, if I'm going out to get something to eat, if I'm playing with the doggy, if I'm going to kiss my kids, I stop the time and I go and do that. And when I come back, you'll find that sometimes my day may end at 8 p.m. And my kids were like, why are you working so long? And I explained to my 6-year-old this morning, well, my job, I have the ability to press pause. I said, mommy doesn't have the ability to do that because she's a school teacher. She got to go to school. She got to teach, got to come home. So as I'm working, if I need to, I just press pause, but then I have to press unpause. So like Gary Keller says, if you erase, you must replace. So I continue to work my 8 or 9 hours a day, whether it's growing my business or running my business, because running my business is stuff like, marketing, seller listings, negotiating contracts, etc. But you have to remember there's two different sides. And the way I look at it is active lead generation versus passive lead generation versus getting in the weeds. And your most important thing you should be doing is the active lead generation, which is trying to go out there and get additional business. So today we're going to be focusing on these items right here, which is going to be how are we lead generating for business? What are we doing? And what is the presentations that we have verbally? That's how we're going to grow our business today. But today also we're going to focus on ways that we are doing it. So again, we're going to go a little bit further today on our amount. So let's talk today about the purpose of scripts. Who wants to tell me why is it important to have a script, knowledge of our scripts in our back of our head? What is the purpose? Anybody?
So you know what to say next.
So you know what to say next. Okay, good. That's Teresa. Awesome. What else is another reason?
To have confidence.
Confidence. Okay. Knowledge plus confidence equals success. Okay, that's great. Confidence. What else? What's another reason why it's so important for us to know our scripts? Okay, let me reverse it. Who here has a objection that you think is really hard and you're going to throw it at me really quick? You guys get 2 or 3 chances to throw an objection at me, and let's see if I know a script to answer it. Who's going to say it? Go. Renee, you're going to talk.
The other agent will do it for 4%. Why are you asking 6?
Oh my gosh, that's great at 4%. So
That's a
now,
good one, Renee.
right? So, okay, so that's great. So the other agent is thinking about selling or offering you a 4% commission. Okay, so that's the
Yes.
first thing you
Yeah.
do. You have to, I have to repeat back what it is. 4% commission. Well, I think that's fantastic. I think you should do it.
Okay.
Well, though, so do you want now? The reason why I think you should do it is just kidding about that aspect. Okay, I just got irritated with that. Well,
You
the other
just threw us
agent is,
all off with that one.
yeah. No, it's, so the thing is if a person's going to come back to you and say the other agent's going to do it 4%, then you didn't show the worth in your listing presentation. Because if your listing presentation only came back with you're going to put the house on the market, you're going to put an ad in the paper, we said the paper, put the ad on the MLS and pray that it sells, and you're only worth 4%. So that's what I say. I say that, well, I think it's great the other agent would offer 4%. At 4%, I could do it also at 4% and just put it on the MLS and just put a yard sign out and pray that it sells. And I'd be happy to do it 4%. You see that thought is but if you had already done enough time beforehand where you're showing your worth, because if you do more than that, they're not going to question it. Now we're going to be getting the house clean, get the windows washed. We're going to be doing the, Facebook marketing and Google marketing. We're going to do aerial photography and Matterport and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. Okay. I've already told them I'm doing all these products. So what you're saying is the other agent will do for 4%. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm willing also, or if I'm able to offer you 4%, would you sign with me? Put them right on the blocks, put them right there. And if they say, well, yes, I would, then say, okay, well, what part of our plan do we want to eliminate so that I can take this at 4%? Because I won't be able to help you get the highest possible price with the least amount of hassle if I eliminate half of the stuff I'm doing, because there'll be no profit. It's okay to say, I won't have profit. The amount of money that we're going to be spending in order to get your property sold, if I take it at 4%, there's no profit and I can't do it. So that means that the other agent's taking at 4%, they're not doing what I'm doing, because there's no way it could be accomplished at 4%. So if you want to sell your home for less money and more hassle, then I say go ahead and take the 4%. But if you want to sell your home for more money and have everything that we're offering, then I would encourage you to go with me. So you need to make sure you can differentiate why that is. Or you can even come forward and say, okay, so they're offering 4%. So they're a discount company, correct? Right, Renee? They're a discount company?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And they specialize in what?
Discounting.
Discounting. Okay. So you're trying to get the highest possible price with the best terms, but if they're specializing in discount, what type of buyers are going to come to your property and make offers?
Discount buyers.
You don't want discount buyers, do you?
No, I want someone who's going to belly up and pay the highest, the best price.
And we can't do that by a discount, can we?
I guess not.
I mean, what's going to get the best price on the shoes that sell? Is it going to be Target or Nordstrom? Who's going to get the better sale price?
Nordstrom.
Nordstrom. Now, do you want to work with Nordstrom or do you want to work with Target?
Oh, Nordstrom.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like Target. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm going to buy a long lasting shoe, I'm going to end up probably at Nordstrom.
Right.
So again, I'm trying to do, you can't tell a client the answer to that question. You got to lead them to the water to help them understand. But you see the analogy, and what I'm trying to say is that if you practice your scripts and know and understand your scripts, anything that can be hit at you, you should be able to resolve, even if it hits you with a zinger like that one. I wasn't ready for that type of a commission or that thing because I was forgetting where I'm at, but I was able to somehow try and pull them back because of that. One more script. Give me one more and then we'll move on. One more you can just throw at me and see if I know the answer. Anything.
I have one. I don't know if it's so much of a script, but it's something that I anticipate getting from people who are interviewing listing agents. And that's specifically, why should we choose to list with you when you are a newer agent, when everybody else that we've interviewed seems to be well seasoned and experienced in listing properties?
Okay, I'll take this as the last script so we can get moving on, because this is going to be an important answer, because if a lot of you are new, which I don't know, and it doesn't matter. My first listing I went door knocking. We're not allowed to door knock right now, but I went door knocking And the second month I went door knocking, the client hired me because she thought I was a neighborhood expert and I was experienced and had no idea even how to fill out a listing contract. You see that thought? They hired me because they thought I was experienced. They thought I was a neighborhood expert. They felt like I was the man, or in your case, the woman, or whatever. I don't care what the case is, right? The person. So, do you get what I'm saying? First of all, is first thing you should do as a new agent is sell a bare piece of land. So if anyone says, what have you sold? You can say, I sold a lot. I'm just kidding. Okay. That was a joke. Y'all can laugh. Come on. It's funny.
I thought it was funny. I appreciate humor.
Okay. So, all right. Now, first of all, nobody has to ever know that you're new. Number one. Number two, how long have you been in real estate? Oh my gosh, it seems like forever. How long have you been in real estate? Oh my gosh, it seems like forever. Oh my God, how long have you been in real estate? We've been doing this for, the Keller Williams Santa Cruz office has been open like 15 years or 18 years. I don't know how long it's open. I remember I was a team leader when we helped launch. I didn't help launch anything, but I was a team leader when Santa Cruz launched. So whenever that was, 18 years ago, 16, I don't know what it was. But you see that thought? I subtly threw in the we. And if I'm a politician, so tell me, what were you doing with that lady? It is so hot out today and I'm really glad. So I'm thinking, now, how about them? How about the 49ers? You know what I mean? They dodge and deflect the question in order to move the conversation to the next place. Now, it's not that you're doing that with your client, but your scripts and dialogues allow you to move, because if anybody asks me something, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I move the conversation on, or I'm able to get them. So when they say, if you're going in and they're saying, well, you're new, then a script and dialogue can help you overcome that idea of new, because you can use the word we. You could bring in the information from your fellow agents. Like, Julie, if you're going to go on a listing prez, find a top agent in your office and say, Joe, or Jane, or whoever, will you come to this listing presentation with me? Well, what do you mean? I don't know. I'll buy you lunch. Just come, or I'll whatever. And maybe that person will help you out. Or if it's a Zoom call, you could do it together, or you can bring them in, or say my team. And if you do it right, they may not ever even know that you're brand new, because rarely does someone look up your past history to find out what your successes are, unless you're working with people who you don't know and you're being competition. Now, the MREA book, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, says 70 some odd % of the time, a seller will only choose the first person they think of. And if they interview other people, they're just interviewing the other people to validate the person that they're choosing. So in your situation, when you chase after people you don't know, it's the hardest conversion that you have, because you're up against someone who they know more than you, and you're trying to convert them. And that's a hard thing. So as a real estate agent, we have to remember, not all listing prezes we're going to do we're going to get. But the highest probability of us getting a listing is from someone who we know, who likes us, trusts us, believes in us. And that happens through like a 33 touch 8x8 program, where I'm consistently staying in communication with them over 2 to 5 years. And then they will come list me call, rather than being competition. So as the very beginning of our career, we're getting beat up by other, being competed against other people. But if we build our database and work on business today for tomorrow, we'll be less and less beat up. Almost all my listings that we get right now, there's no presentation. It's just, hey, will you come out? We're ready to sell. Can you tell us what we need to do? Although I'm ready for the presentation, I'm not coming out there. Now, I was new at one point and I did face that challenge. And I think I was more scared of that than having to deal with it in real life. Now, Julie, are you dealing with that in real life, or more just scared of it?
I'm brand new. I actually signed with Keller Williams on Friday. And so I'm really at the beginning of my journey with all of this, and kind of trying to anticipate, just different things that are going to come along the way, including different objections that I would get, during a listing presentation. And that just seems to be one that I don't know why I personally just really hone in on, because I am new and it is so competitive. I'm located in South San Jose. And so, that was something at the forefront of my mind. But everything that you just said to me made a lot of sense. And it really showed me how I can pivot the conversation.
Now, I run a team and we bring new agents on. Well, one new agent or so a quarter, right? Because we don't really have, we're really, we mentor, right? Of the new age, just like Renee. When Renee's your coach, she's mentoring you and she's teaching you and she's pushing you as a coach, which is amazing. And at the beginning of your career, a lot of it, you're more scared and nervous than you are anything. And a lot of it is something you don't necessarily have to worry about. You worry about it more, but you don't need to worry about it. If you focus on active lead generation per day, focus on talking to as many people as you can per day and building your database, you will have success. Now, some of you will have success faster than others. Some of you will have success slower than others. But the point is, if you focus on what matters, which is lead generation, talking to people on a daily basis, you'll end up having the success that you want. All right. So, but you're willing to reach out to me after, and I'm willing to help you out any way that I can. I'm in the Silicon Valley office. You're in the Gateway office. So we're like brother and sister already. And same with Santa Cruz too. It's like, we're going to go surf in Santa Cruz or something. Isn't that what you guys do in Santa Cruz? All right. So the big picture is scripts help you lead generate. How do they help you lead generate? Well, because I can help. Hey, this is Chris Alston with Keller Williams Realty. I noticed you were online looking at the property over on 4th Street, and I was calling to see if there's anything else you want to know about the property and if you'd like to get in and take a look. I don't know, whatever the script is, right? I need to be able to know what to say at the time. Well, I need to think about it. Oh, well, you need to think about it. That's great. Well, since two minds work better than one, what is it that we want to think about? Well, I'm not sure if right now is the right time to buy. I think the market's going to crest. Okay, I see what you're saying. You think that the market's going to crest. Well, anytime, if anyone buys a property and holds it for 10 years, they always come out a winner. So I've got to think, is buying a property for appreciation what you're more looking for, or buying a property because it's the next stage in your life is what you're looking for? Again, answering a question with a question. I could lead generate every day. So how's the market? Why? That's a great question. Were you looking at it more from a buyer or a seller perspective? I'm lead generating every day. It's opportunity knocks for those who are ready, willing, and able. An opportunity may be there, but if you're not ready, willing, or able, the opportunity can pass you by. And we don't want opportunity to pass you by. So scripts also help me uncover motivations. And what do you mean by uncovering motivations? They say, well, I'm looking at buying a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Okay, I understand you're looking at buying a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Remember, you have to repeat back everything so they think you're listening, because arguments occur and they keep going because one side believes the other side isn't listening to them. So when you repeat what they're saying, it makes them think, oh, they're listening to me. So I understand you want a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. That's great. What is so important to you about having a 3-bedroom home? I'm trying to unlock. Well, I have additional members of my family. Now, remember, we can't ask how many people in your family because that's a familial question. We don't ask familial questions, right? Because that's a RESPA violation. Who else is buying? Who else is buying with you? What do you need the house for? Things like that. So you can uncover motivations. You can identify objections. When they come in, hey, thanks for visiting the house today. Would you like to make an offer on this house? No. A lot of us stop right there. Well, tell me, what about this house isn't right for you? I just uncovered an objection, right? I figured out what is the reason that they're saying no. Because a lot of times they're not saying no, they're just saying no, not right now, right? Not no, but not right now. Scripts help me close the deal. They help me close the deal. Now, the reason I'm going to say that is, let me get out this sheet right here. A script can help me close a deal. Now, we do Zoom calls all day long, so I have all these on my desktop. Right here, I think you would agree that we have gone over enough today that meeting would be our next step. I'm trying to close the deal, right? I've really enjoyed visiting with you. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I can help or not, but I'd be honored if we could meet to find out. Now, I would never say that because that's very passive. I'm more of the assumptive or the alternate close. What works better for you? Can we get together today too? Or is tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. better? Not that I'd meet at 4 a.m., but it just rolled off the tongue. So I'm saying, closing a deal is a way that we're using scripts and speaking in terms that the customer understands. If they're a high D dominant direct, I need to give them alternate closes because they're in control. And if they're in control, I've got to ask them, does 4 o'clock work today or 7 o'clock tomorrow? So that they could feel like they're in control. Well, 7 o'clock tomorrow works. Okay, I put them in control. But if I try to do that to a high S, a stable and steady, I go, well, what works better? Today at 4, tomorrow at 7, Thursday at 4, Friday at 6, or Saturday at 7. They're going to be like, too much is happening. Too much is happening. No, with them, I'd say, hey, I really feel it'd be good for us to get together. And would evenings work better for you, or is like mornings better? It's more softer, right? I'm trying to speak in the terms that the customer understands. And when I have scripts and dialogues, I build confidence. If anybody asks me anything, I probably know the answer. I was a team leader of an office for 10 years. I'm a broker. I run property management. We run a huge transaction coordination business. I'm a general contractor. I'm a real estate agent. We do a lot of stuff. So when someone asks me a question, I know how to answer it. And if I don't know how to answer it, we use the terms that Keller Williams says. I know what I know what I don't know, and I know where to get the information that I don't know. So if someone asks me a question I don't know, I'll be able to defer it and get it back. So somebody wants to unmute, ask me a question. I'm going to pretend I don't know the answer. I'm going to show you how I answer it. Somebody ask me a question. I can only see one picture. Denise or Teresa, you're the only two with your cameras on. So you guys are winners today. Who wants, one of you two ask me a question, any question about anything? Or somebody.
I saw this house on Nagley. Does it already have offers on it?
Do you see that question? Now, I don't freaking know about the house on Nagley. I mean, shoot, I don't even know any house. I'm the worst. I don't even know anything. I mean, the agents do. So, but I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like I don't know what the heck she's talking about, right? So I need to not pretend, but oh my gosh, yes, the house on Nagley. That's great. That's great. Let me gather up the information on that and give you a call back in about an hour. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Now,
I'll
did
be
it sound
waiting
like
for you.
Did it sound like I didn't know what I was talking about? No, it sounded
No.
like I've got the info. I need to get it to you, but you better get it back in 1 hour, right? Better have that back in an hour. If you promise an hour, you get it back in an hour. Hey, that's fantastic. I'm just finishing up with the client. We're showing 2 more homes. Let me gather up the info because I have a file on it because I was reviewing that property. I think it was earlier today or yesterday. I got a lot of info. Let me share it with you. Give me about maybe 2-3 hours. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll be
Denise. Well,
waiting
thanks.
for you.
Yeah. Oh, well, in that case, I will not let it go longer than 3 hours. I promise. Okay. Do you see what I just did? It's not that I didn't answer the question. I deferred it. And that gave me now 3 hours to go figure out the answer to that question. So
And you
anytime
projected confidence.
anytime someone asks me a question, regardless. So should I was thinking about doing a rent back on this property, but I wasn't sure if we should do 29 days or 31 days. Oh, that's a tricky question, right? There's a legal aspect to that question. 29 versus 31 days. So you're going to say, that's a great question. I've got some information in regards to whether or not we should do 29 or 31 days. Let me give you a call back. I'm just finishing up with my client. Take me about 2 hours. Sound good? And then you get on the phone with Renee or with Mike or whoever and say, oh my God, what are the differences between 29 days and 31 days? Because there must be a reason why the client asked you that specific question. And so you don't want to lie and you don't want to say, yeah, well, the difference is 2 days. No, that's not the answer, right? That's not the answer. I mean, to be specific, 29 days or less, you could use the SIP form, which is seller in possession form. 30 days or more, you have to use the 4-page CAR version of the seller lease back after sale or whatever it's called, right? So 29 days or less, if they rent back, you have the authority to stay in the house, but you're not a renter. And if you go 30 days or more, you're a renter. And now you have just cause eviction and tenant protection laws, which protect that person. And so if the seller decides they don't want to move out, if they have 31 days or more to rent back and they decide not to move out, now you got to deal with eviction processes that involve the sheriff department, et cetera, because they're covered under Gavin Newsom's just cause eviction and tenant protection laws. 29 days or less, you're just dealing with the seller in possession. And you can kick them out at the end of the term. Okay. So that's the idea of if you have scripts, you could build the confidence, because I'm never worried about anything. My agents will put me on listing prezes and buyer prezes at least once a day. I'm on the phone or Zoom with somebody I don't even know. Hey, how are you? And they go, well, do you know the house? Do you know the house we're talking about? Oh yeah, we've been talking about it a lot. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't even know the house. I know nothing about it, but confidence is going to sell. The confidence that if you have the knowledge in the product and you have the confidence, you're going to have success in anything, even if you don't know the answer. Hi, can I buy you a drink? See, the confidence oozes. Didn't all of you want me to buy you a drink when I said it that way? No, it didn't work, did it? No. Okay, so the next one. So there's some scripts. So there are some. The purpose of a script is to how do we think about it? Like, did you find everything you were looking for? Go ahead, look around, and please let me know if I can help you. I see you're admiring the big screen TV. Are you looking to get one for the big game this weekend? So do you see what they're trying to accomplish right here? They're trying to create not small talk, but they're trying to create a conversation. And when you walk into an open house, or if you're showing your client, and we don't open houses, but when we do our appointments and the clients are walking around, they're going to look at things. And when they look at things, you're going to use that as a conversation starter in order to create the conversation, in order to move the conversation forward.
And make a connection.
And make a connection, sure. But don't walk in and say, this is the primary bathroom. I don't know if we say master bathroom anymore, so I don't know what we call it. Primary bathroom. This is the primary bedroom. This is the big bedroom. If they walk in to the master bedroom or the primary bedroom or whatever we call it, I don't know what the official term is. So I'm sorry if I'm misspeaking. If we walk into that primary bedroom, don't say, this is the primary bedroom, because they know it. Don't go, here, this is the kitchen. Duh, Sherlock. I already know it's the kitchen. What you want to do is you're going to want to walk in and see what they look at and explain, what does the benefit of the kitchen have to your client? Create a picture. Oh my gosh, I would enjoy this kitchen because I could see, not my friends because of COVID. I can see myself standing here all by myself because I have no friends. I'm going to be in this house by myself. I'm just kidding. I could see the amount of space that I could cook and talk to my friends at the same time and be able to see the game, because this open concept is really working. Did I even say it's a kitchen? No. Did I say it's attached to the living room? No. Did I say it's a great room? No. I just created an image. But if the person is doesn't want company, don't say, oh my God, this is an amazing place to have 15 people over. Because they're gonna be like, no, I'm never gonna have 15 people. You would say, this is an amazing spot for your 7 cats. I could see that your 7 cat towers working so amazing here. They can look out the window and they can watch you while you're meowing and feeding them and whatever. Do you get the idea? You're creating an image. And the image is what we are trying to do, because we're salespeople. People forget, are we real estate agents? Yeah, sure. Yes. But Gary Keller says we are salespeople that focus on real estate. We're salespeople. That's our job. We're salesmen, saleswomen, salespeople, whatever you want to call it. That is our job. And every day we must sell to people. If I get out the book, Shift right here, how top agents are tackling tough times. How about that? She sells seashells at the seashore. That book says that my success in real estate will be directly proportioned to the amount of people who I can meet with on a daily basis that can say, yes, I want to work with you, or no, I don't. That's the magic sauce. So if we're salespeople, opportunity exists only if we're ready. So if someone comes along and says real estate, and we go verbally vomit, and we don't have the right answer, that is an opportunity that passes us by, and we don't have a second chance. Because we are salespeople. So that script and dialogue is like one of the most important things that we have to do on a daily basis. We forget. If you wanted to work at Target, you'd have to wear those khaki pants, the khakis, with a red shirt. And yes, ma'am, can I help you find something? I started in retail, so I kind of have a passion for retail. I've always wanted to own a convenience store. It's the weirdest thing, right? But I'd love to own a convenience, like a bait and tackle place. That'd be like amazing. That sells like Snicker bars and stuff. But anyways, if I work at Target, how many hours of the day do you have to work to get paid to work at Target? Somebody answer.
8 to 10.
8 hours. So if I work 8 hours at Target, I must work how many hours? 8.
8.
Because can I at Target, if I'm a checker at Target and someone comes up to me and wants to check out, if I just look at them and be like, no, man, I'm not open, go somewhere else. Am I going to get paid?
Yes.
Or are they going to fire me?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Probably. If I'm standing there, be like, nah, bro. Hey, can you help me find something? Nope. Why not? Because I'm looking at Facebook right now.
Gosh.
Are you gonna? Is Target gonna pay you for that? No. So then why the hell do we as agents spend half our day on Facebook and fooling around and doing nothing and expecting to get paid? How many hours of the day are you really working? Are you really working? I mean, you want to work 2 hours a day and get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for working 2 hours a day.
That's not going to work.
I could advertise in the paper right now, $100,000 a year job. All you have to do is you have to talk to 10 people a day about real estate and make 100 calls. How many people do you think would apply for that job?
Many.
Yeah.
Well-
And you think they do a good job at it? Yep. But then you go and you tell a real estate agent, sit down and talk to 10 people a day about real estate and you'll make $200,000. And the agent says, oh no, man, it's too hard. Isn't that true? All real estate agents say it's too hard to do my job. But if I go pay you 100,000, you'll do it. But if you want to make 200,000, you won't do it. It's the weirdest thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. But a lot of times it's because we don't have the knowledge of the product that we're selling to give us the confidence. And too often what we do is we want to be in class after class after class after class, searching for the magic sauce. But the magic sauce comes from just doing it. Go do it. Go screw it up. Go talk to someone and mess it up. Go use your script and screw it up. The best way to learn is by failing at it. Go learn what scripts don't work. That's where you're going to find success. So the understanding scripts is so that you have the ability to help you overcome that item. Now, have you ever heard any of the phrases like these ones right here? Just raise your hand. I know there's only a few people that have their cameras on, but does anybody heard these types of things? Did you ever find everything you're looking for? Go ahead, look around. Please let me know if I can help you. Okay. Well, I want you to remove your limiting beliefs. And the reason why I say remove your limiting beliefs is because a lot of people feel that a script isn't worth my time. I know that sounds funny, but they don't do it. I have script cards on my desk, and every day I go over them. Every single day I'm reading my script cards and looking at them. Like the one that I have right here, a seller script. We received a ton of buyers and offers from selling your neighbor's house. Have you considered selling yours for the right price? I need to ask, right? Everybody who I talk to gets a script. So you want to do one of three things. Everybody you talk to, do they want to buy or sell? Do they want to refer you somebody who wants to buy or sell, or or strengthen the relationship? Everybody. I need one of those things, right? Do you want to buy or sell? Do you know somebody who wants to buy or sell, or strengthen the relationship? You need to be able to have the conversation with everybody. Your friends, your family, the soccer team, the baseball team, anything. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs to know, because if not, the opportunity will pass you by. It will just pass you by.
Chris, we have a question.
Yeah.
Where did you find those script cards?
None of your business. I'm just kidding.
I know. Ah, okay.
They're $99 though. So I would say
Oh.
you do not, I bought them because I buy everything because I have a large team. But you don't need this. You don't need these script cards. You can do them yourself on a 3x5 card, and you can use them in the scripts under the KWU tab under mykw.kw.com. And there's a script catalog right there. You find the ones you love the most. You put them on a 3x5 card, and guess what? You spent 59 cents to make your script cards. These were
And there's actually-
$99. These were $99. And the only reason I got them was, what's that?
Go ahead. The only reason you got them?
Only reason why I got them was because I just did curiosity killed the cat, but there's nothing in here that Keller Williams doesn't teach. This is just a profit for Ben Kinney, which is a great guy. I love him to death. No, I don't love him. He's a cool dude, cool cat. I appreciate him, and he's amazing. #1 agent in all of Keller Williams. But he does sell everything possible, and me, the gullible person, bought it. But if you want to get it, it's there. If not, get them on KWU. Sound good?
I just wanted to say that there's 3 script books, binder full of books at KWU. There's the buyer, there's seller, and then lead generation. So if anyone that's interested in script, everybody that is interested, everybody that will be interested in scripts, that's where to go.
And the cool thing about it is they are free on
Thank you.
kw.kw.com. All right. Scripts will build confidence in the job ability, because if you know what to say, you're going to be more comfortable in your job. That's the biggest thing that I hear from my agents on my team is, how do I feel about, I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say. And then we go into presentations and they know what to say. But if you practice at least every day, read them every day, you're going to find that it will allow you to have success, because scripts will allow you to be more focused on the conversation at the present moment, right then and there. And they'll allow you for consistency in what it is that you're saying. Now, it's a little bit hard on the course that we're doing right now for all of us to practice scripts. So it's not that we can just suddenly say, hey, let's all practice our scripts. So we're kind of doing a 10,000-foot examination of what scripts are to help us in understanding what it is to better all of us, because it's a little bit hard. I've tried to do script practice as Zoom, and it's just a little bit hard. But in understanding scripts, this is the thought process. Now, before I read what's on the screen there, it is You must learn your script. You must read it. You must memorize it. You must internalize it. And until you internalize it, you can't customize it. Okay, so what I mean by that is I learn it. So who wants to play around with me really quick? Just fun. Unmute themselves and say, I'd love to. Who wants to play with me? We're just going to do a script back and forth. Nothing scary. Who wants to do it?
I'd love to. I'll do it. I need practice.
Wait, who is talking? Is that Teresa? Is that you? Did you say something? No.
I did also, but I think Denise did, so that's okay.
Okay, Denise. Okay, so how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. That's a script, right? Hold on a second. Bella, baby, I'll be back in just a minute. I'm in a class, okay? Okay, but I will in just a minute, okay? I'm in a class, okay? My 4-year-old. You know, I'm sorry, baby girl. I got to be in a class. Okay, so if I ask you the question, hi, how are you? And you respond, I'm doing good. That's a script. Bella, I can't talk, okay? No, I have to be in a class. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ignore you. I'm sorry, but I love you. Okay, hi, how are you? And you say, I'm doing fine. That's a script. I'm asking you how you're doing. You're responding. So that's called memorization. Hi, how are you? You respond with, I'm doing fine. I memorized the script, right? Internalized means, hi, how are you? I said the same script, but I said it in a different tone. So that's an internalization. Hi, how are you? What's your response?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's the same script. Script number 3 is, hey, yo, what's up, dog?
And I respond with the same tone. Is that what you're asking me to do?
It's a script, right? Am I asking the
Yeah.
same question?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
How about, hey, yo, sup? Is
Same
it the
thing.
same question?
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
Or, yo, bruh.
Same thing.
Same question?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is each person that I talk to is going to have a different version of that script. So if I learn the script, which would be, let's see if I go back a little bit to this script here. Let's see. Okay, this one. Let's say, go ahead and look around and please let me know if I can help. So if I memorize it, it's go ahead, look around, please let me know if I can help. Okay, that's a memorization. Internalizes, go ahead, look around. And please let me know if there's anything I can help with. You see how that's an internalization? I can close my eyes and I could say it. Now, the last option is to customize it. And you can't customize it until you fully know what I'm trying to say. And in this case, I'm trying to tell them, look around, let me know if I can help. So the last one is a customization means I'm using the script, but I'm using my own words. Hey, so you walk around and take a look. And when you're in the back, blah, blah, blah. And if there's anything that you're seeing that you would like to know more about, I'm up front, come and talk to me. It's the same script, right? But I just customized it.
It's yours.
But I can't customize it until it's internalized, and I can't internalize it until I memorize. And you can't memorize a script unless you're doing it every day. So if you have the ability, you're trying to get them to, I see you admiring that big screen TV. Are you looking at are you looking forward to the big game this weekend? That's memorization. Internalizing is, I see you admiring that big screen TV. Are you looking to get one for the big game this weekend? That's internalization. Customization is, yeah, I see you looking at that screen. That thing's huge. Could you imagine looking at the game this weekend on that? Maybe we should do a tour during the game this weekend and block a 3-hour block. What do you think? We'll bring popcorn. Do you see it's the same
That's
script,
definitely you.
But do you see how it's the same script?
Yeah. Yes.
Now remember, believe in who you are. This is my personality. This is how I talk to my clients. Hey, yo. No, not all of them, but my friends in my database, that's how I talk. And they like me. I like them. Am I right for everybody? No. The people I know I'm not going to get along with, I refer to other members of the team because I know it's not going to work. But the script is the same. But you can't get to that part of the script unless you have read them, repeat it, read, say it, adding one sentence at a time, and learning the entire script as fast as you can, forward and back. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Until you've got it to the point where it's memorized and then customized. That's why it's important to put them on a piece of paper so that you can continue to look at them. And every time you get challenged with a situation that you don't know how to deal with, write it on a 3x5 card. And then run around the office. Renee, how do you answer this? Because she's the amazing coach extraordinaire in the office. So ask her, how do I do this? Or ask other people I see, Donald, what do I do? Amin, what do I do? Zara, what would you say? Yvonne, what would you say? Denise, what would you say? And try to find out answers till you find what's the right one for you. Because there's no right or wrong script. It's the same dang script. It's just written differently. So everyone has, oh, I've got this new script. No, it's the same script. You just use your own words. So again, in looking at, we can't really do script practice per se in Zoom calls, but do you see the power of scripting? Let's talk about that. Do you see the power of scripting?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, what's another, let me rephrase, what's something that comes to mind when you think of, if I were better at scripts, I would be better at what? What do you say?
Closing.
Okay, if I was better at scripts, I'd be better at closing. Yes, because there, I need you to be honest with yourself to know you will go to a listing presentation or a buyer presentation and you don't use the right script and you don't close them and they don't work with you. It's inevitable. It will happen. Our previous CEO of the company, Josh Team, said 50% of the people that you think that are going to work with you right now will end up working with somebody else unless you stay in touch with them. And you could talk to them this week. Next week, they're buying with somebody else. So I need to know and recognize right now in my real estate career that I'm not going to win everything. And at the beginning of my career, I'm not going to win a lot. But it's a numbers game. It's a massive numbers game. And in order to have success and longevity, I've got to get over that fact that the word no is going to be a part of our job, but it will get easier and easier as time goes by, and not to let that weigh heavily on whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish.
How many times do you touch base with clients or potential clients and you get a listing or?
Every day, I bug the crap out of them. I'm just kidding. We do a weekly email on Mondays to the whole entire database, like maybe 14,000 people total. But remember, I have a large team. We do a monthly mailer. We have to call everybody in the database at least once every, the close people. I think there's like 700 close people. The rest are just names and emails. Everybody has to get a call about maybe 2 to 3 times a year. We send out postcards that look like this, little postcards that on the back have blank, because postcards are cheaper to send than actual KW letters. So this is kind of an easy thing to send. We send out our postcards.
And that's just you or your team?
The team. I mean, we send these out, but we send out postcards through Michael Lewis Marketing Suite. So we send out postcards to everybody in the database. The minimum is 100. So hurry up and get your database to 100 and you'll be able to get that out. I also send out just normal Keller Williams cards, note cards that we send out to clients. But the most powerful thing that you could do, we also have Starbucks cards. If anyone gives me a referral, you can buy these at Starbucks, and then you just put that in a normal envelope and just say thanks for referral, and that's worth $5. And birthday cards and anniversary cards and so forth. But I would say it takes 2 to 5 years for a client to think of you as being amazing. But if you want to speed that up, just be in better communication with them. So I would say add them to a Facebook list, communicate with them via Facebook, like their posts, comment on their posts, and don't be shy. Ask for their information so you can email them, talk to them. But most important thing about anything is that call. A call is the most important thing you can do, is making that call and having the conversation and bringing up real estate during that.
Okay.
All right. What other questions do you guys have, or some thoughts? Let's go through some thoughts while I'm just pulling up some information for today. Guys got more stuff. Come on. What you got? I'm going to put in the chat log right now, which is there you go. That's going to be your schedule for today. The class is at 10. You're going to do script practice with the partner at 10 o'clock. And then you're going to be doing calls to your database at 10:30. That's the most important thing. Now, how many of you guys believe I make calls to my database on a daily basis?
I do.
I do. I make calls to my database on a daily basis. I use a headset. I make my calls. I have a wireless headset that I use attached to my phone, and I make my calls. My goal for everyone on the team is we have to make 10 contacts per day, and we need to make 2 appointments per week. That's the goal. 10 contacts per day, 2 appointments per week. And that's my main goal. Sometimes it takes, I'm not sure, 10, 20, 30 calls in a day to make 10 contacts, but that's about 50 contacts a week should result in 2 appointments made for a week. That's my statistics that we show for the team.
So does a contact constitute actual verbal communication with the person?
Yes and no. It means that you had a communication, whether it be verbal, text, Facebook, Messenger, whatever, but it was about real estate and you talked about real estate. As long as you talked about real estate, it counts as a contact.
Okay. All right.
Or if it's a lead that comes in and you call them and they say bug off, that I still count that as a lead because that you still tried to approach them and get them, even if they said no. But if you talk to someone about, underwater basket weaving and you never brought up real estate, that's not a contact.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if somebody's not home, if they don't even pick up. If you leave a message, is that a contact?
Not a contact.
No. Okay.
contact.
It has to be a direct verbal.
Yep.
With
But
an
if they
actual
respond
person.
to you, tomorrow, that's an extra contact for tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
So if they respond to you, and that's your key is that's your goals for success is to be able to talk to as many people as you can per day about real estate. And the scripts and dialogues, as you practice them, is going to make you more comfortable. A lot of times people are scared to call people because they're not sure what to say. But we've already explained how to get over what to say. You can just get back to them with the info. All right. Any other thoughts? You guys got me about 4 more minutes.
I have a question about, you had a daily journal. Where did you get that? Don't
None
tell
of
me
your
Ben Canning.
business. We produce these for the teams. They were like about $60 per. They're pretty expensive. We had them made from at a printer in Elk Grove because we also deal with Sacramento. And the journal it's just a daily planner. We just created a daily planner for every day of the month or every day of the year.
Okay.
And we have our 411 in there. So you have a 411 every month. We have a 411. We also have our 135, which is the Keller Williams idea of what's one thing I need to do in order to have success. The 3 things in order to get me the success, and then the 5 things per month I need to achieve that. Going from the book, The One, which is the one habit or one thing that's most important that will bring me wealth and wholeness in the rest of my life. So you could create something like that. And I used to bind them with that in-house binder. But now we just bind it like this so that it can go in my bag and it doesn't get ruined. And it's a full year.
It's a great, looks like a great tool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But I mean, some people have a hard time doing it because at the beginning of every week, you have to outline where you're trying to go for your whole life. This says, for half a mile. This is The One. This is from the book, The One. What's one thing I need to do? What do I want to do for the year? What's one thing I can do for the sprint? We do a quarterly sprint, every sprint. What I need to do this month and what I do this week. It's basically taking the 411 on steroids because we write down. So everyone's got to write down what they want to accomplish. So, yeah, it's kind of tough being on my team because we're really, we kind of not beat up everybody, but we're really trying to get people to get to higher levels of success. What else you got? I got 3 more minutes because I got to exit and get on my next call at 10 o'clock. You got me?
What else?
Okay, so I'm Chris Alston. I'm Chris Alston. You can find me on Facebook. You can friend me on Facebook. I'd be more than happy to friend you on Facebook. If you want to listen to a pretty cool podcast, remember Chris Alston or Real Estate with Chris Alston. I talk about stuff that you guys would want to know in real estate. It's like yesterday's, I think, was on escalation clauses. What are they and how do they work? And do they really work? I mean, not really, but what is it? And appraisals versus purchase prices. What's the difference of appraisals versus inspections? So you kind of get a good idea. They're only 15 minutes a pop. And if you ever need and want to review anything, but reach out to me. I'm available. I'm just in the Silicon Valley location. I'm here to help anybody who needs anything. Okay.
Thank you.
And don't forget to reach out to Renee, our coach extraordinaire. She's on there. So she is even better at coaching than I am. So I'm not really that amazing at a coach. I'm okay with being coached, but the coaching part's a little different. I'm more of a consultant than a coach because I'm not really that good at, hey, let me take your business to the next level. I don't know how to do that. So anyway, so I appreciate everyone being on today.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.